Go for it.
Okay. So hi everybody. This is the time to ask these three dancers about their project. First, I would like to ask you all to introduce yourself with your name, and if you feel like to say one thing that you're thinking about nowadays, like one short sentence that you're really thinking about this nowadays, if there is one.
We shall start. I'll start then.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, I'm Alex Miklósy, and what I'm really thinking about at the moment is where should I live? Where should I settle myself more or less? Because I've been traveling so much and I've been moving a lot. So I'm really thinking if I should go home, Budapest, or somewhere else. If this answers your question, or you wanted something more thinking about the war in Ukraine, I don't know.
No, this is perfect. Thank you.
Okay, I can continue. I'm Vicky, and I think nowadays, I think the most I am interested in to define my feelings a little more specific, and somehow define also my thoughts and how they are connected, and what is really an emotion and what is just a thought, and yeah, how can I rely on them if I'm not entirely clear what's in my body, what's in my mind, in my heart. Yeah.
Can I just have a suggestion, Zsófia? If you could, while we're speaking, mute yours because yours is very loud.
Oh yes, yeah.
Maybe one more time, Vicky. No? Was it clear enough, Alex? Because some part I didn't really hear from Vicky.
Yes, that's why.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I just said that for me, I think the most interesting topic nowadays is to define better my emotions and what's real, what kind of emotion I feel at the moment. And I mean, what is I'm sure it's not just one emotion, but you know, what kind of emotions mixture at the moment, which is interesting for me nowadays.
Okay, I'm Ayumit Toyabe. I'm interested in kind of word and topic of teaching, like also teaching someone, but also be, taught by someone or something. And then it's a big topic for me somehow. I feel these days that what is there like, what is the best way of learning, also teaching. And I feel there are tons of, answers, depends on number of people. And then if I try to look for answer, I can be just overwhelmed and then I cannot really find answer. I think I can just keep thinking about it and it can be, a little bit tiring as well. Yeah, it's a big topic for me these days.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to have something of you before we start about your project. So the title is Moving Tanka, Night, Autumn, Waterfall Danced Tanka, right?
Yes.
And first I would like to ask you how is the work in progress? You three are equals in the leading of this project, or all of you have a different role, or how do you work together?
Should I start again? Okay, I can start again. So basically I'm doing most of the what is it called? Like application processes, all the like work that I need to send emails, etc. All of these, like the administrative part of it. And in terms of choreography, I mean, when we started, I was a dancer as well, and Vicky was a dancer, and Ayumit was from outside. So, and we had another additional dancer when we started the whole process. So, in terms of that, it was a bit different. But I think as choreographers, we are more or less equal, I think. And also, I have to say that the idea is coming from three of us, but it was Vicky who mainly like write it down and make it nicer when we send the application. Or actually Vicky's boyfriend, right? Or partner.
Yeah.
Helped a lot as well in that. So yeah, and I mean, in terms of the work in progress, a lot of times I think it's like someone has an idea and then we just start to work on it and people bring other ideas in it. So I think this is how it works. But if it's different, then the others can talk.
Yeah, it was like that, yes. And for me, it was a kind of interesting that in a way, three of us are dancers at the same time choreographers. But because of the situation, what was that time when we started this work, I was, as Alex said, I was outside of Hungary. So I could kind of participate in online, but still giving, equal ideas. But from different perspective, we could work on it at the same time. It was pretty fresh, interesting to me.
And in a way, it was really, I mean, of course, it was in a way hard that some of us or one of us wasn't in the same room. But in the other way, it was really helpful for us that we had a outside eye, like someone who is really into the process and we are working together, but she could see everything from outside what we did. And so we realized that this is really, really important part, that of course we have, ideas and we are trying and we are talking about how we felt about it and what happened. But, an outside point of view, an outside eye is always so interesting that I can imagine it was interesting inside, but from outside, I don't know. What if we tried this or that? So it was really cool to really have someone from that part.
And just just to clarify that this time it's gonna be all of us, three of us dancing in a piece. So this time there's none of us is going to be from outside. So it's going to be a bit different. Also, Ayumi has to learn the parts as well. Of course, we're going to change a few bits, but...
Yes.
I see. Thank you. Then from this point of view, I had this question that poetry, the way you work with it, I hear also is something that is very interesting in terms of being emotional, and talking about feelings or some things that are in the mind of a person and putting it out very artistically. So how do you feel about this? You already started to talk about it, about this formulating things in a way that it should be very performative somehow. What's the balance between being performative and not performative for you in the piece? If it's not your favorite question, then I can come up with another one, as you feel like.
I think it's a good challenging for us to make poetry which is actually written on the paper or something that we actually usually read it and imagine the picture or imagine the poet's feeling when he wrote about this poetry. But it has some connection that how we read this poetry, which kind of feeling we got from reading these poetries, and then as a dancer point of view, how we can bring them to the little different level that how written thing can be kind of visual arts, or with the body movements. I felt that this transition from written poetry becoming as a dance movement, dance piece, is something that we can explore through this process of this project.
Yeah, I think it's about also there's one word and there's so many things you can go for from it. I think that's the other thing.
Yeah, right.
And the good thing about this is that these tankas are quite short, so we don't need to deal with so many words, and we can focus more deeper into just like one word as well, I think, and the dynamics of it. And yeah, so there are many ways to go, I think, if this answers the question.
Yes, thank you. You'd like to say also something, Vicky?
I was just wanted to add that also it was really interesting that we had this Hungarian version, so what we read, and also Ayumit translated to us in English what she understood under from the poet, and it was also a little bit different emotion. So it was, of course, it was different words, but also in a way, it wasn't entirely the same emotional state. So yeah, so it made it even, even wilder, this whole approach, how we can go into it, because yeah, then if they also don't find the same words or same emotion, also we don't find the same, but somehow we are trying to get closer to it, to find the same understanding in a way.
I also remember that I tried to read it in Japanese, and then I asked Alex and Vicky to how about what do you feel? Just listening the sound of that. I mean, I'm just reading same poetry, but they just in Japanese that that not knowing the words, not knowing kind of context, how they feel, which kind of emotions, feelings can come just from hearing it.
I mean, also there was another thing that these poems, they usually like not singing it, but like recitate.
Oh yeah.
I think recitate. Recitativo. Yeah, exactly. They do it like that.
Okay, thank you. We just have time for one last question. So my question is that what if you have just one word that now pops into your mind randomly, it doesn't have to be a special word, about nature and these poems and dance, like something from that you have as an association if you think of these three together. Just one random word it can be.
For me, harmony.
For me, echo.
It's not one word actually, but butterfly effect.
Cool, thank you very much. It's a connection.
Connection, exactly.
Okay, thank you. So come everybody and see butterfly effects, echoes and harmony in this beautiful piece on the which date exactly? I'm sorry, I'm not so prepared with the date. When?
21st.
21st.
The free
Thank
one.
you.
Free event because it's supported by Köszönjük Magyarország.
Yes, very important. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.